The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can't.
Hi, I'm Heather Martinez, active community member and your realtor. Give me a call or text 606 344 0217, or you can reach me by email heather.martinezrealtor@gmail.com.
Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media presents Around the Region, the sports talk show. I'm your host, Mark Gregory, alongside, I guess, a hidden Ryan Garnett and a one who left the building, Edward Hall. So maybe my two co-hosts here will actually come and join us. They both escaped and left the building. But don't know what's going on there. I believe we might be having an internet glitch, but hopefully we can get them on pretty soon. Want to thank everybody who is listening in on those great views. Cannot say enough about that. And there's one of my hosts there. I thought he had got some of that Edward Hall stage fright there. Ron, how you doing?
I had to go do something real quick, but I'm back.
Well, that's good. And folks, the people who ain't familiar with this show knows that Edward experiences stage fright. So, he'll sit back, he'll build up his courage. Courage is key, Edward. Remember that. Courage is key, and you'll be able to come on the show. But while we're waiting for Edward to come on, let's go ahead and talk about our guests tonight. I got some really, really special guests lined up tonight. We got Trey Van from Jellicoe and what some great things that they're doing there. We also got, and I guess I need to pull the old glasses out here. We got Elisa Chinas from McQuarrie Central, and she's one of the local girls from our area that just finished number. What was it? What can you say? Number two in the state. Got to the final. Can we say runner up? Runner up to the state. That's a big accomplishment, especially for small town, small school like McQuarrie Central. And don't know what Edward's doing, but we're getting a lot of background since Edward got on here. Edward has left the building again, and we're still. Oh, well, I don't know what Edward's doing. But that being said, hopefully we can get her on, and it's not tell what we might do by the end of the night. We also need to take time to thank our photographers who give us all these great pictures that we can put these graphs together. Ryan, you and Edward are light years above me in the graph making business, but it feels good, that we have so much help and support by these just master photographers that helps us out. Shout out to Keisha Ambergy, John Dayton, John Dickinson, Scott Powell, Dennis Mills, Tanner Hopkins, Mater's Memories, Chrissy Brassfield, Bob Cornett, Erica Felty Barler, Chassie Saylor, Shanda Whitehead, Scott Bunch, Daryl Lovett, Carrie Mattingly, Paul Coots, Miranda Brock, Savannah Philpott, Valerie Rutherford, Ryan Garnett, Edward Hall. Who else am I missing?
Scott Warren, the Wildflower Fame Photography. Suppose I got that out correctly. And Edward probably knows more than I do.
Nevaeh Allen Photography. We got Jackson Walter Photography. We have got Hustle Hoops Photography. And, if you want me to keep going on, I can name all of the out of region photographers that's also helped us. And just big shout out to everybody that's helped us through our time being part of the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media.
Yeah, and again, thank you for the views that we're getting. And just all around shout outs to everybody. And uh, before we get started on the show, something's weighing heavy on my heart. and this is not about sports. This is real life, folks. Just got a news flash on my phone, and I try to keep politics out of this show as much as I can. This ain't necessarily politics, but prayers go out to the sailors from the USS Abraham Lincoln, one of our super carriers. Get conflicting reports that it was shot at. All the missiles had missed the ship, but there's also some reports that the ship also took damage. So, prayers up to this guy that all of our men and women in their military are staying safe, and everybody in the military that, eh, 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 just everybody's staying safe, and will hopefully that peace will come soon, and bigger heads will prevail, and we get through this, and the world will go back to normal. And just like Edward says, if you don't like a big red, well, never mind. Well, that's on another movie. We won't go there. We got to keep it PG, folks. But again, prayers goes out to that. Hopefully, that don't get too ugly over there in that region. I'm really worried about that. But let's go back to a funner subject, sports. And we've had this young man on several times, I believe. We're not gonna call him an old guy yet. We're gonna still say he's a young man. Okay. So, but Trey Van and what he's been doing at his school at Jellicoe is we talk about people who are opening doors and making history. I think last year they made history, and I guess this year they got a taste of it. They're wanting to go a little bit further. But that being enough said, let's go ahead and bring him on. Great, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Just again, want to thank you for giving us your time. We're getting some background noise from one of us here. I don't know what's getting a lot of background noise. But
All
I
right.
don't know what's going on here. That being said, well, we'll get that fixed. But Trey, again, we want to thank you for coming on, and just tell us a little bit about your season. I think you're doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, we have won the last 5 games in a row. We had entered the district tournament as the 4 seed. Nobody really thought we would win, and then we went in and beat the 1 seed, and then won the district championship. So that feels good. And then Tuesday, we've got the region semifinals, so we're real excited for that.
Last year, I know you said I get a lot of echo. Maybe okay, but I think we're having some internet glitches right now. But Trey, last year you said I think it was refresh my memory. Was it the school's first time making state and stuff, or am I wrong about that?
Okay, so
Or going as
2024
far,
is the
or
first
it's going
time.
as far. Okay, okay. And then last
Yeah,
year,
that was. You go ahead.
and then I think maybe last year you was with Spurgeon's had at that point or something.
Okay, so last year we got eliminated in the region semifinals, which is
Okay.
where we're at Tuesday, and the year
Yeah.
before that was the farthest we went, and that was state, the Elite Eight.
Okay, I see. I'm pretty close, but my mind ain't what it once was. But I knew that yours was making history and doing stuff that probably hadn't been done there in a long time, if not ever. And I know that you're a young man, and you're not as old as Edward is here. But once you get up to Edward's age, is this going to be something that you're going to look back and that you did something special while you was at Jellicoe?
Oh yeah, for sure. That was the first time we'd ever gone to state. I've hit a few milestones I set out to when I was a freshman, and I've just had a really fun time the last 4 years.
Well, for the people that ain't familiar, about your school. And I'm familiar because I literally go through Jellicoe every day of the week. But for the people who ain't familiar about Jellicoe, tell us a little bit about your school. Tell us a little bit about, who you consider your rivals and everything like that.
All right, so it's a really small school. It's like 250 students. Probably that's about it. Um, our biggest rival last year, I said it was Harriman, but I'm going to change it to Oliver Springs this year because their fans hate us a lot. But this year we beat them 3 times, so
Well,
feels
well,
good.
well, how you can hush the hatred up. You just did it three
Yeah,
different times. But Edward,
yeah.
Ryan, I'll let you ask him a few things. I keep him on here for 2.5 days.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your schedule pulled up because I don't know much about Tennessee and how they do things. It's different than Kentucky is. But how do y'all try to get over the hump when y'all play? I'm trying to get this. When y'all play on Wednesday night, how do y'all get over that hump and make it to that championship game?
So this team, Onada, they beat us twice in the regular season, and that's the 1 seed we upset in the district tournament. We have game planned probably the last 2 or 3 days. We know exactly what we're going to go in there and do, and we're all going to go in there and execute the plan. And we're going to give it our all and leave it all out there, and God willing, we'll win.
Yeah, and then Mark and Edward knows how I'm going with this. I know it's just like Williamsburg, Mark.
Well, Rob, before you ask him this question, Trey, I'm sure you agree with me. Jellicoe and Williamsburg, they're almost exactly the same. They're very limited on places you go out to eat, right? Very limited.
Very,
They're
very.
like Jellicoe and Williamsburg's like brothers. They about exactly the same.
Yeah,
I think the only thing Williamsburg's got over Jellicoe's maybe a Walmart or something. I mean, they're almost the exact same.
yeah, they got that.
But out of the restaurants that y'all do have, what's your favorite one to eat at?
Oh, it's definitely Pizza Spot, but that's really about all we got.
Well, now the pizza spot's really good, folks. I mean,
I've
It
never
is
eaten one.
really good.
Edward, have you ever ate the pizza spot?
Oh,
You need to go eat
I
the pizza
have.
spot. Oh, you have? Okay, so you know how good it is.
I have. I
So
do.
why'd you? Yeah, I mean, at the pizza spot, you could get more than just pizza. You could get like steak, hamburgers. You got about anything. We got a comment on here. Heather says he's a big
yeah,
fan of their cheese fries.
they're so good.
You can't go wrong with cheese fries anyway.
No, I actually had them yesterday.
But Edward,
I do like the pizza
So,
spot though. Nowadays got me wanting to go to pizza
you know,
spot.
I got. So, are you wanting pizza or are you wanting cheese fries? What are you wanting, Mark?
I want it all. I mean, I sort of want pizza, but now he's got me sort of wanting the cheese fries.
It's a good answer.
A man play basketball as well as he does. Like maybe cheese fries is like his fuel. Like he eats the cheese fries and it like turns him, to this like maybe it might make me as good as him at basketball if I ate like 3 orders of cheese fries.
I got that before every game.
You
I
have
would
no
not be
hope, Mark.
complaining.
So we know his secret, folks. If you want to slow him down, just cut the cheese fries off of him.
Do not do that, please.
Give him extra cheese fries. So, for your upcoming matchup, what do you think that you and your team needs to do to be able to advance and get the win in this upcoming matchup?
What we always say is defense travels and offense doesn't because you're going into a new gym. This one's on the road for both of us. We've never played there this season. So we know our defense is going to travel. So we've got our game plan with that. And we're going to make some shots and we're going to stop them from making shots.
So, I've got to see many Jellicoe games over my time being media and being a former athlete back in the day. So I just got to ask you, what's it like actually being a athlete for Jellicoe when you're out there on that court?
Well, my favorite thing about it is how involved the community is. Like, I know every single person in the gym that's there to cheer us on, and I love having that kind of support from everybody. And I love my coaches. They all trust me and love my teammates, know everybody in the school. It's just a great atmosphere, and I just love playing there.
So I got to ask you, who kind of pushes you the hardest to be at your best?
100% my dad. It's always been him. He's done it since I was little. He's always had me out there working.
So this season alone, what has been like your most intense game you've played in?
Okay, probably the district championship because the last three district championships, like 3 years in a row, it's all been Jellicoe versus Oliver Springs. And then they also, how I told you, they just hate us. And they were talking a lot of trash, and it went to overtime, and we gutted it out and got the win. But it was like straight punches in the mouth, intensity, the whole game. I loved it.
On that note, I got to ask you: do you like the more physical style basketball games, or do you like the more like up tempo, the teams that just want to run and gun the entire game?
Okay, well, I like the physicality, but we are a run and gun team. But I try and sneak some physicality in there when I can. Go get some rebounds.
So, I got to ask you, what did you personally do on the off season to get yourself ready for this season?
I have a trainer that the team goes to named Tim Zupanik, and I worked on my body every day of the week, or not every week, not every day. That'd be crazy. I went to the gym 3 times a week, and I really worked on my outside game to be able to shoot better off the dribble this year, and physicality. I really wanted to make an impact inside this year because we don't have that many bigs, and I wanted to be able to help out with the rebounds and inside scoring a little bit more.
So before I get you back over to Mark, I got to ask you, what is your favorite aspect about basketball?
Favorite aspect. I love playing in a good atmosphere. Like, it just fires me up. Like, I like when other fans or student sections, I like being trash talked. It just makes me ready to go. Run through a wall.
Absolutely.
Love it.
But I got like 1,000 more questions, Mark.
Trey, I'm getting a lot of not in the comment sections, but a lot of people trying to message me while you're talking, and I'm trying to give them all the answers I can. I believe I know you explained that to us last year or the year before, but in the state of Tennessee, the tournaments are a little bit more different than the ones like how it's shaped here in Kentucky. Am I right about that?
Yeah, like the 13th region is probably the one you guys are more familiar with. There's
Yeah.
like 2 teams from each district that go to the region tournament.
Yeah.
In Tennessee, we have smaller regions, so we have 4 teams from each district, and we only have 2 districts in each region.
Yeah. Um, am I thinking? Do you still have just the one champion, or why am I thinking you have two state champions in basketball? Am I wrong about that, or close to it, or just one?
Uh, you mean appearances or
No,
championships?
like your champion. Is it one state champion in basketball in Tennessee, or is well, I'm thinking two for some odd reason.
Oh, I got you. So there's actually six. We go
Okay,
by divisions. So there's a one
okay.
A, there's a 2A, a 3A, a 4A, and then a double A and a two double A.
I was thinking it was something like that. I knew the one A and the two A, and I mean, are you a fan of that? You know, the six state champion mode, the Tennessee style mode, or are you more of a fan of like the Kentucky style mode?
I'm definitely more a fan of having six because I mean, we couldn't compete with like a private Christian school up in Knoxville. We just don't have the kids in the school for it.
That is well said. You know, that's been our argument. You know, even during football season, because we had a lot of our local teams that had to go and face the like one in particular that had to go on the road and play a Louisville school, a private school, and there's a little bit, there's always that talk, can county schools compete with private schools, and they made a rule change here, which still I think they need a little bit more work on it. I believe they're bumping all the private schools up one class, but um, so I
Mhm.
guess you're saying you're a fan with the six state champion mode. Do you still have to like compete against a private school in your state tournaments, or is all the private schools much higher up than yours?
There's no private schools in one or 2A, I don't believe, in Tennessee.
Well, uh, I like that model, Edward. Ryder, you like that? I really like that model right
I,
there.
I do too.
Kentucky needs to go to that.
Yes, he do. Uh, we're slowly trying to catch up football, but we're still light years behind in basketball. But
Yeah, I feel like basketball's easier.
yeah. But Trey, we've had you on this show several times. Like I said, you've always been a great interview, and eh, I gotta say something because I know you're a pretty chill guy. You're all business on the court, but I know you're
Yeah.
a pretty chill guy outside. Well, I've had some fun with you, off the court a little bit. But I'm gonna say this, but I don't want to embarrass you or anything like that. But you know, I won't say your
You're
better
good.
half. Okay, you was with your better half, and I
Hmm.
asked Trey. I was like Trey, who's a better ball player? And he immediately pointed at her. So I'm like, he's already got it. He already understands it.
Yep.
He just already got it. Just yeah, he wasn't even gonna go there. So you already got
Hey, I ain't dumb. I'm not dumb.
it. Yeah, when he said that, I was like, this man's mature amongst his years, folks. He knew exactly what to say there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
So Trey, I actually just got a question message to me wanting to know,
Hmm.
going into you all's region tournament, do you prefer to be like the heavy favorite, or do you prefer to be like the underdog that everybody's not expecting to, make a deep run?
Absolutely the underdog. I'll just love going in being the underdog because the other team just expects to win, think they're gonna walk in and take it, and then you get to be the one that breaks their hearts.
Absolutely. No better feeling than being the underdog. Always.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I like that answer. I knew we had to bring him on for a reason. I love the answers, and
Hey,
we
remember,
knew.
I'm chill off the court.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, yeah. But that leads me to the next one though. when you went to Taco Bell, you sent us a video. Okay, we gotta
Yep.
know what you actually ordered that night. We didn't
Okay.
get a video. You was like
I
fighting
got
over the food or anything like that. It was just you were looking at the menu.
all right. I go with the number 3. I get a chicken quesadilla, and I get a hard shell taco and a Baja Blast, of course. And sometimes I get a little Cinnabon after it. Just depends how hungry I am.
Well,
And,
I
and what,
actually uploaded a photo that I sent Mark the other day just so he can no longer say I didn't try something. So, there's a nice little
Looks pretty
crunch
good.
wrap with the chicken teriyaki from King's Buffet. So now he can no longer say I didn't try it. So
Do you like
yeah,
it?
yeah.
it was all right.
It must have been pretty good, or he'd have been like, yeah. It must have been
Well,
pretty
it
good.
would have probably been a whole lot better if it was a whole lot warmer than what it was.
That's fair.
But we gotta ask you. You know what she ordered in the video, or did you order the same thing?
Uh,
Oh, I'm gonna
I
put you on
think
the
it's called
spot here.
a $7. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. I know she got a Baja Blast. I think she got a $7 Lux box is what it's called. It comes with like some twists and a burrito and a taco, I think.
Hmm.
I think
Are
that
you
was
are
it.
you a fan of the cinnamon twist? I always say change mine
They
to
are
chip and
absolutely
cheese.
hit or miss. They are hit or miss. They can be really good or they can taste like cardboard. It's just
It depends on what day you get them, I guess.
yeah. I usually just stay
I'm
away.
right there with you. One time you'll get them, they'll be amazing. Next time, I'm like, why did I even think about these?
Yeah. Yeah.
Logan says them Hardee's $5 bags are fire. Yeah. You
Well, I'll
got.
give
I
you
like
that.
the hot ham and cheese. I like the hot ham and cheese.
Hardee's is pretty good. It ain't Taco Bell though.
I'll give
Absolutely
you that. It
not.
ain't Taco Bell.
Trey, we spoke to your better half. I'm sure nobody's not really kept up both your social medias. If you don't know who you're seeing and this and that, but uh, I'm sure that there's some competition there. I mean, how much has Maddie helped you with your game, and probably how much have you helped Maddie with her game at some point?
Quite a bit because it's always fun going to the gym together. We like to see who makes the most free throws out of 10 or any spot on the floor, really. But then when it gets to that 1v1, it's just I have no chance. I just can't seem to win.
Trey's gonna live to be 100-year-old and live a very unstressed life. As long as he keeps that kind of attitude up, he'll forever be unstressed. He'll keep his hair, everything will be just fine.
But Mark, I think Logan's giving you some personal advice that once you get 34 or older, you got to be careful on what you eat.
Well, once you get my age, it's like, nah, you're at the point of no return anyway, so why not? Yeah. When you're
Well, I'm gonna
34, you need
enjoy
to
it.
start worrying about your health. But when you're my age, you're like, ah.
I've got 2 years to go.
Hey, Logan said he never misses a free throw. Well, maybe some competition here.
Well, first off, I can't ever remember Logan hitting a free throw.
But Trey, what happened to my hair is, I had a lot of disagreements in my life, so keep that hair just always, Yeah. You got it. You know.
Hey, I thought it
But,
looked pretty good.
well, my hair does
Other
look
than
a
the,
whole lot more better. We always think Rod's got the pretty hair in here. Rod brags about his hair everywhere he goes. He brings his comb with him. You'd see him at the games, just combing his hair, looking in the mirror. Like me, I just shave it all off, and then I don't have to even worry about it. Just wake up, go. but
Hey, that seems pretty good.
Trey, you've been a really really good interview. We do that. And the one thing that you understand, laughter's the best medicine, and it's always good to laugh and have a good time. And 'cause I know there's many times in your life that you got to get serious, you got to get the game face on. It's time to go, and I know that you can turn that on and off whenever you need to, and that's a good thing about you. You understand about having laughs and all that other stuff. But before we let you go, um, can we ask a couple small favors from you?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sure you've seen us do it before. We eliminated the field of 64 teams. We told all the college basketball, Duke, Kentucky, Villanova, get out of here. We filled them in with our restaurants. Our first national championship, national champions was Texas Roadhouse. And last year, our national champions in sports movies was Remember the Titans. So this year, we decided to get really, really nuts because we're getting a little bit crazier with Paige. It happens. We just decided to go foods. So we're going to show you some
Okay.
matchups on foods and tell us which one you like the best. And then I think Edwards made something up for you.
All right.
Oatmeal versus hash.
Definitely oatmeal. Oatmeal.
Edward. Edward just, I don't know what Edward's doing. He's pacing the floors now.
well,
Hash brown.
I don't know. That's a very hard argument for me too. I do like oatmeal.
Put some butter and
Well,
sugar in.
McDonald's
That
ruined
might be
hash
one I have
browns.
to not pick on.
Oh, Trey, you don't like McDonald's hash browns?
I had a
just
bad
weird.
experience. I'm never getting one again. Never.
Edwin.
We got to hear this for Edward because Edward eats 17 hash browns at a time.
They gave me a cold one and it was
Two.
disgusting. I can't stand the thought of one now. I'd say if that didn't happen, that would have been a closer debate. But because it happened, there's just no way.
And, they're not that good microwaved either. They get cold. You try to microwave them. Yeah, eat them. Eat the hash browns right then and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't eat them in there, but
Toast
Waffle King does have the best hash browns.
Oh, toast versus shrimp.
This is scary to say because it looks like toast is a really underdog, but I like toast better than shrimp.
I always have to go toast there too. Shrimp just shrimp. Toast, you put some butter on it, put some jelly on it. You make it multiple changeable there.
Yeah. It's not that toast is just great, it's just shrimp ain't my thing.
Hamburger Helper keeps staying alive as a 16 seed against tacos.
Well, it has no chance against me. I'm definitely going tacos.
So you're not a Hamburger Helper fan?
No, I'm just a big Taco Bell fan.
Hot dogs versus carrots. I told you some of these matchups are. Woo. How did carrots even get this far? What they go again? Burnt milk?
I'm not a big healthy guy, but I don't really like hot dogs. I'd probably go carrots.
Carrots. Number 3. Now we know they're number 3 seed now. Carrots gonna be our food champion. But I do like carrots. A little bit of ranch.
I will tell you how how we did the matchups. I put them in a big wheel generator, and I started with the number 1 seeds, and I went all the way to the 16th. So that's how it became the seeds.
Trey, do you think Carrots
That
earned
makes
the number
sense.
3? Do you think Carrots earned the number 3 seed?
No, they're like 14 to 16 range for me. There's no way.
They bribed somebody. Carrots come in there and bribed Brian what they did. Yeah. We're
They
watching
have paid the
this.
Maybe
refs.
Carrots
There's
just
no
had that
way.
good of a season.
Trey, you get your people on that. Let's investigate Ryan on that. Carrots being the third. See, Ryan's already
Yeah.
left. He
See,
can't.
Ryan done
handle the heat.
left.
It was him. It was him. It was him. He did it.
I'm having money notes issues.
Yeah, that's what I'd say too. After you let Carrots pay you
Yeah,
off, to become
we
a
got
three
you.
seed.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, we
busted.
understand.
We're gonna find you about 50,000 grand or something like that. But
You're out.
So Trey, we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and I think one of them might have changed since the last time you was on here. But out of the
Okay.
two we make, just kind of give me an idea which one of the two you like the most.
Okay. I think I like that first one better.
Look at the slow grin starting. He'll be flexing before you know it.
Every week, Sam, yeah, every week. The OG graphic, Taco Bell, the pizza place. I mean, he's got to be on every week now.
Yeah, he's
Hey.
hired. I mean, you've hit a home run forever on everything, especially when you said Taco Bell and his graphic. It was over. It was over.
Especially
just
since
let me know the
Ryan's
time.
taking bribes from
Yeah.
Ryan's taking bribes from Carrots, so we're gonna have to just
Yeah.
boot Ryan off. And Trey's moving right in.
Yeah, Trey busted you. Trey's busted you there. It's over with. I bet
Guess
you
I'm
right
hired.
now. I bet you Ryan's eating some carrots and ranch right now in disguise.
Yeah, I don't have no carrots. All I got is a pop.
But Ryan or everything
I
else,
hope not.
we kept
I
him
got
on.
Twizzlers.
We kept him on 40 minutes here. He's gonna be wanting to go, get off here eventually. But
Hey, I'm fine.
yeah, I know we've had a good time with him, but we knew he was, and that's what we had been talking about all year. We gotta get Trey. We gotta get Trey. We gotta get Trey. But the basketball season just goes by so fast. It's like wow. But
Yeah.
Ryan or every guy
By
anything
the
else
time you
for?
realize that the season's done over.
Yeah.
But
I know.
I just personally want to tell you thank you for taking your time to come on. And from everything I've got to see, looking at your schedule, some of the stats I've got to look at, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. You've only got a couple more steps to make to be able to bring that hardware home. So, bring it home and best of luck to you.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for having me. I had fun.
I'm gonna piggyback like Edward said. Best of luck to you and your team on Wednesday night. I had to think what day it was again. And bring it home.
Thank you.
Just like they said, bring it home, Trey. Bring it home. We want to make some graphics of you hold the big hardware and stuff like that. And if Maddie will allow you when you're parading through Jellicoe, just draw me a couple of them Hershey bars and stuff. You don't have to draw them all at her. I'll tell her that I asked you for a couple of them. So just swing a few my way and draw Ryan like them hard peppermint things that nobody don't ever eat. Or
I'll text you guys how the tournament goes, and for the chocolate, you're gonna have to talk to Maddie on that one. That's not in my hands. She's gonna be mad at you, not me.
See, this man knows. He's got that figured out to you. He's gonna live happy, healthy life. Yeah. You go for sure. But yeah. Oh, I better hush up now. But I might be seeing Maddie in a few days here. But yeah. But thank you for
Be
coming
careful.
on. And, yeah. Thank you for coming on. And again, uh, just like they said, bring that hardware home and just keep doing what you're doing. You're a great guy. You got a great head on your shoulders. You got a lot of people who support you and love you. Life is good for you right now. Just keep that path and everything will fall into place for you for real.
All right. Thank
But
you guys for having me.
thank you. That's a good interview, but we knew it would be, and you can't say enough about Trey. And folks, if you haven't seen this guy play, go watch him. This guy's got some serious game on, and I tell you, this is the Trey that we have learned to love. But Trey on the court, you better bring it because he's bringing it, and not only him, his team brings it, and they're doing things at Jellicoe that they've not did before. And and Trey's a humble man. He said it's all about team. But again, us as media, we say it all the time. We can harp on him. He's a big reason why that Jellicoe is doing this stuff that, frankly, they've never did before. But it looks like we got a comment on here. The one with the better eyes can read it.
Trying to get to it now. Said Bradley deserves 51st District Coach of the Year. Took Little Pineville that lost 95% of their scoring and won the district.
It's I guess I could say heck of a coaching job, and just like Coach Daniel said, lost and these players that they lost. Let's be honest, these wasn't the norm. These was really, really, really good ball players that they lost, and now now I think Poplar's a proven example. Hey, we don't rebuild no more. We reload, and they proved that this year. Big win going against Dock Central on the road. That's not easy, folks. That's not easy. That's Pablo saying we don't rebuild. We reload. A great coaching job, and that team, look out for them. Edward Wright.
And if I'm not mistaken, Coach Daniels can refresh me, but I'm about positive his 7th grade team did just win the championship.
Yep.
So that right there should let you know that the future is very, very bright for the Mountain Lions.
Yeah, right there is that's it right there. Ryan, you want to go ahead and read that?
Yeah, try my best to.
So Sawyer, Beck, Moser, Robbins, Garrison, Abner, Kyle, Smith, all gone for graduation.
Yep. And like I said, that is, and let's be honest, for a normal school, them are guys that would be hard to replace, or maybe I could even say to a point almost being impossible to replace. And what Powell's did this year, they just proved that the foundation's there now. The block is laid. We're coming every year. And it's a new batch, like you said, with the 7th graders coming up. Future's bright down there at the guy. I'm gonna go ahead and say it for once at the Ville. The future's bright. Hey, see, he ended it with that. So, yeah, see. said they count us out, boys. Remember I said to Eddie because I told you, but things would come out of the bill, and he proved and you know he was right, and but the one thing about
Well, me and Rob did have that conversation where he said that, everybody was doubting him because, losing 95% of your scoring, losing 95% of anything's always hard to replace. But I will personally say that I have been up there and watched, if I'm not mistaken, it's the 5th, 6th, and 7th and 8th grade teams of Pineville play. And I will tell you, they've got big things coming up too. So I mean, they gonna have talent for years to come.
while we're on the subject of this, Ryan, I'm gonna go ahead and have you post them. You can do girls first, you can do boys first. We're not gonna have time to cover every state region like we would like to, so we all come to a mutual agreement that we would just cover the 13th region, boys and girls. But we won't be picking games. We're doing our norm. If it was left up to me, every team would win, and I have faith in every team. And I know when you get to this point, you have to be good, or you will even be at this point. So I think we could do better recognizing these schools. Let's just give a preview, and we'll go with it. You can start with the boys. I think Ryan went right straight to the boys while we're on it.
That's
Okay,
what that's what I posted first on here.
you got Bell County against Clay County. You got Pineville versus Whitley County. And we've been talking a little bit of Pineville here. And we got North Laurel against Harlan Independent. And then we got Corbin against Knox Central. And what what we'll do, absolutely, Coach Daniel Will said, season is 0-0 now. Win or go home, fellers. Records out the door. That's all that matters.
That is
And
absolutely perfectly said.
Absolutely.
and what we'll do if you want to, we'll pick one game to talk about each one of us, and I guess if you will allow me, I'll go first, or I can go last. Whoever wants to go.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
I've got the one that I'd love to see this one. I'm gonna do that last game on Thursday night. That Corbin and Knox. You've seen this matchup in the past where both these teams can be equal, and it's gonna be like a bond bundle game. And I don't think this one will be any similar. That gym is probably gonna be rocking when that game starts, so that arena. It may be a fun game to go watch.
Edward, you want to pick one, or you want me to go?
Go right ahead.
I'm going to talk a little bit about North Laurel and Harlan, and the reason being is, there's never a David and Goliath matchup when it comes to the region tournament, because all teams are good to get to this point. But I've seen, we knew what we was getting with North Laurel. Let's be honest. With Reese Davidson, which is arguably one of the best players in the state of Kentucky, and not only in the state but across the country. The boy can play, and he's got game. He's got serious game, and we knew about just the North Laurel tradition, and we knew what North Laurel. And then not a lot was expected out of Harlan this year. And then Harlan goes up and gets a really, really good statement win in the district. And again, it was just something that was sort of a little bit unexpected. I'm sure the Harlan folks will say we knew this was coming themselves because they know their teams better than any of us knows. And with a team that is coming on this good, this late, and it's playing with a lot of heart and fire, watch out for that game. I believe that game will be more closer what most people look at that game. That's not no easy out, for North Floral. That if North don't bring it, I think Harlan is coming on at the right time, and I'm sure Coach Daniels will be the first to tell you it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. And Harlan's caught fire here at the right time, and that's a matchup I'm looking forward to.
Well, the one I'm looking forward to is Pineville Whitley County. Now, these two teams met back in January, but at this point in time, I think Pineville was still trying to gel and find themselves, and I believe they have found themselves now, and they've put everything into works. So I'm looking forward to this game. You've got a little bit more up tempo style team versus a little bit more physical style team. So them kind of matchups always, pique my interest to see which one's going to come out on top, physical or speed.
Coach, I didn't want to cut you off for that, but yeah, I absolutely remember that matchup, Coach Daniels. I was that whole game. I was like, wow, wow. I was wowed. Harlan come out on fire. They didn't back down, and they was absolutely. Uh, they probably gave North Laurel the best game of any region team that year, and they was right with them the whole way. That was one for the books. And 13 for the girls, you got Dock Central against Millsboro, South Floral against Clay County, North Floral against Barville, Bell County against Whitley County. And again, I'll let one of you fellas start. We go in the same order if you want to, or however you want to do it.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the very, very first game of the tournament. Not Middleford. I mean, it's like the boys that they played this about right at almost at the end of January. There, I seen Middlesbrough last week in the district. They're a different ball club, I would assume, by that score from the last time. I think this one might be a little bit closer than what people think.
Boys coach?
Coach Daniels says, boys coach, Cal knows his stuff. This region is loaded. Anyone can win on any given night. They are no favorites.
Again, 100% correct. And just like he brought up about the Harlan North game a couple years back. And we knew what North had. And Harlan was right with them every step of the way. And that song that plays at when a college basketball team wins their national championship, that one shining moment. It really, that's all it takes. It just takes one kid on fire, one team on fire, that one shining moment, and that's the reason why they call it March Madness, because just like Coach Daniel says, everything is sort of reset this time of year and draw the records out because these players are playing for their seasons now. Edward?
Go ahead, Mark.
I didn't know. So you was going to let me do the second choice here?
Yep, goes the same routine we just did.
Oh, I thought you did second last time. Maybe I did second.
You did.
There you go.
You did.
See, Edward just refreshed my old memory. Edward, you was right. You was right. So
I'm always right, Mark. Remember
that. I'm gonna go. I hope I'm not still the one that Edward's eyeballing, but I gotta go with. I'm gonna go with the Bell County Whitley, and the reason why I'm going with that, I've seen this game earlier in the year at Bell County, and Bell County's had a super year, and they, of course, the coaches voted in. If I saw that right, Carrie Lamb as being the 13th Region Girls Player of the Year, and it's just not only her, but it's literally a team, a team when they're hitting shots. Folks, I've watched Bell County enough. When they're hitting their shots, they're almost unbeatable because they got the inside out game and play it really, really, play it almost as good as I've seen any team play. They really like the inside out. But when you got a Carrie Lamb, you can do that. But I go again, I'm going to go to Whitley. Uh, Whitley has gotten a tournament. This is probably the first time in many, many years that Whitley's even made this region tournament. They're going to bring a crowd. They're going to bring a lot of buses, a lot of pep, a lot of fans. They're going to fill the arena up. There's going to be a lot of excitement. Bell's been there and done it. You got a team that hasn't been there and done it. So when you really look at this matchup, you look at it as does the team that's been there and done it outweigh the team that's going to go in there with nothing to lose and all the excitement? So I guess it's whoever can control that will come out in that game because I watched the game earlier in the season and Bill come out, but that game was really close for most part of the whole game. And I just think a lot of that does with how the nerves are controlled for each team because you got one that's been there, one that hasn't been there, and just one who settles down the quickest and just starts playing their game will come out.
So the one I'm looking at, and no, Mark, you didn't steal the one I was eyeballing. I thought you was getting ready to. But the one I'm looking at is North Laurel and Barville. We know what North Laurel is going to bring to the table. They've been there, they've done that. They've been one of the top dogs in the 13th region for a few years now. But you also have a very young Barville team that's loaded with a lot of 7th and 8th graders with only one senior on their team this season that's coming into play. And one thing about that team is it don't matter if they're up 30 or down 30, they never stop. They go 100% all game long. So that's one of them things that, you're coming in as a heavy favorite. You can't overlook that. You can't get relaxed because if you do, that's how some teams come out. But I think this is going to be another, one of I ain't gonna say David versus Goliath, but I'm gonna say it's going to be a running gun versus more of a set and play style team.
Yeah, and I sent y'all a thing earlier in the week that I saw that I'm glad you brought up the Marvel thing because they're 0-6 in the regional tournament. They've not won a game inside that regional tournament as a score. What better way to do it would be in this year?
Exactly. But again, both coaches are going to come in with a game plan, how they're going to beat each other. But just like how we was talking about Pineville, how good things are to come. Now that the Barville team, can you imagine them in a few years from now having this experience, making it to the region tournament, playing, one of the region's top dogs that's been there, done it multiple times now. So, can you imagine what experience them 7th and 8th graders are going to get out of this?
You know, and Logan, I had to agree with you on that. When Mills gets going, and she has again that one shining moment that where she hits the shots that we know she can hit. And if she gets in these games where she's knocking down 10 to 15 threes a game, I don't care if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, you're going to struggle with them. You hit that many threes a game, that's a difference maker, and we know what Shelby can do when she catches fire. We've even sort of compared her like Steph Curry. I mean, I can see her pop them up from half court. I mean, this if she gets going, lights out. Turn the lights out. The party's over. It's done with. Game set match. So that's one thing you have to worry when you do play Knox Central. Hope that she don't have one of them games because she is more than capable of doing it. Um, when I look at this tournament, boys and girls, Bo, you know, like the losses that Pavel took, through graduation and losing the talent that they did off of last year's team, it sort of strikes me a little bit about like what the Whitley girls did, but they did it in a different way between the transfers, the injuries, the just I mean, there was so much changeover on that team, and where they're at right now, just hats off. Great coaching there also. Uh, I specifically remember watching them earlier in the year against North Laurel, and they had literally Maddie Hopkins and like 4 7th graders or something like that. It was unreal because of the injuries and maybe one of them, a couple of them might have been in eighth, but it was just unreal. They had so many injuries and dealt with so many transfers and just look at them now. I mean, again, Coach Daniels will tell you it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and that was some quality playing time for them young girls, and now look where they're standing at now, and that Whitley Bell matchup is going to be a good one. I mean, if Bell ain't hitting her shots, Whitley's going to be there, but if Whitley's hitting their shots, they're going to be there anyway, and that's going to be a really really good matchup down there.
And Mark, this is the third time they've played each other. One up at Bell High in the 2A regionals at Whitley County, and then now in the regional tournament.
It said exactly got Bell. That was wild. So you can't count Bell girls out either. And Millsboro barely losing that district this time is with all the teams that's played a full season and everyone playing their best. That's exactly it, Logan. And everybody right now is clicking. Um, but I'm sure, and Trey says, give me the curls. But this is a different Whitley County team from early in the season, and anybody that's seen that would know that due to injuries and they've still basically got two starters not there, and but still they're a different team. Um, but that being said, you don't know. It's just that it's that time of year, and this is where you win or go home, just like Coach Daniel says, and it's just fun. It's just fun, and um, all these teams we've watched this year, and it's not. It's hard as media not to get on the bandwagon, not to love some of these teams, and there's a lot of these teams that I really like, and how you get close to the players, you get close to the coaches, and that's the reason, folks, why we don't pick these games because me and Edward and Ryan, we come to a conclusion a long time ago. We want we want all these teams to do good. We want all these student athletes to excel, and we would never try to make one feel what's the word inferior to the other because we got great athletes at every school, and like I specifically know one young female right now that's probably in the gym right now popping up shots right now, and I know her work ethic, and I believe Trey does too. But that being said, I'll go ahead and let you read that one.
So Hunter Jennings said Davis County and Grayson County on the same side of the bracket for the third region, and they play their games at the Sports Center in Owensboro. The game to watch these at 6 o'clock. West Kentucky top 25 teams in the state battling out. Absolutely, I have looked into both Davis County and Grayson County. That is going to be a very, very good matchup.
Yeah, that is absolutely.
I mean, this time of the year, it don't matter where you rank at. Takes one bad night.
And Logan said, I done told Ryan I'm taking Davis.
Yeah, I seen his comment on the Facebook deal earlier.
Yeah, but you imagine
All right,
whoever
starting.
whoever comes out of this region, and just how them games are going to be statewide. I mean, it's just not only this region; it's everywhere. But that being said, I think we're fixing. I guess close the door on another great show. The views has been awesome tonight. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you to the comments. That time of year, I'm gonna steal Coach Daniels' words: "Win or go home." It's win or go home time. And just in case, if you haven't heard me say this 1,000 times, say you get beat tomorrow night. Say you get beat the next following night. If you do get beat or you lose that game and your season over, guess when your season starts? The next following day. Get back in the gym, go back to work. That's when season starts. That creates champions. But hard to close the show off with these comments still flying in here, but I guess we need to because Everett's going to get impatient with me and throw his big red at me. He's already looking mad.
Don't forget all about our votes.
But we're going to vote, and then we're going to do our closing statements. Well, it came and it left. I will have to go oatmeal. You put me some butter and sugar in my oatmeal, and I am happy. Hash browns, you don't think they're on put some salt and ketchup on.
No, absolutely wrong. But I'm gonna go hash browns. Because nothing beats a good old fashioned Waffle King's shredded hash browns.
Yeah, but oatmeal, you can put butter and sugar in it. If you like little fruits. Yeah, there you go, Logan. Logan knows. And Logan is trying to show you the right way.
Logan can barely remember his name half the time. I'm just messing with you, Logan. Here you go. Hunter, Crackle Barrel's hash brown casserole all day.
Yeah, but we didn't say hash brown casserole. We said a hash brown.
It don't matter. You all told
hash
me
brown
that
casserole's
means
the next level. It's the next
level.
That
means anything. If so, you're saying oatmeal. It means you can't put little raisins or butter or sugar.
No,
it's just plain oatmeal.
We said hash brown because you got to understand we got broccoli casserole. See, if we would want to do, you got broccoli and then you got broccoli casserole. It's two different things.
It's still the same thing.
Right? It's two different things.
Yes, but I'm going with hash browns.
There you go, Ryan.
I'm going toast here too. I like shrimp. I'm not a big shrimp eater. I'd much rather eat if I go Long John's, I'm ordering fish. I'm not. I'm just saying, give me some toast and butter, toast and jelly. I'm good.
Well, you can't go wrong with a steak and shrimp.
I do ever say steak and shrimp. He probably like that half raw butterfly, ice cold stuff.
Well, but I'm gonna go toast on this one though.
I went with toast as well.
Hamburger Helper
I'm
gets
going
hot.
tacos.
I knew you was gonna go tacos before I even finished the sentence. I'm gonna go tacos, but closer than what? That's like a 2-point shot to buzzer type decision.
I
I
went
like
Ain't
the
even
with,
help.
close. It's tacos in a running clock.
I'm gonna give him my only vote tonight. I'm gonna go hamburger helper.
Well, Hamburger Helper's right there with it. Your
I'm gonna go hot
bribery,
dog.
yeah, your bribe to carrots. Carrots, get out of here. There's no way carrots is going to be. If carrots beat hot dogs, I'm telling you right now, I will bring a investigation squad in there because you have paid the refs off and did everything.
I went with hot dogs as well. I like carrots, but I like hot dogs better.
Yeah, what can you do if a carrot doesn't put ranch? You do hot dogs, you grill them, boil them, chili, mustard, onions, relish, cheese,
Sloppy Joes on them.
sloppy joes on them. You about to do it? Fix them for breakfast with some gravy. Yeah, some biscuits. Yeah, whatever that is, that quesadilla and chicken teriyaki right there. So he's got Mexican and Chinese right there. He's got a little bit of both. He got some chicken teriyaki, and it looks like
That's actually a crunch wrap from Taco Bell.
I was going to say that. I said Mexican. But that being said, we'll go ahead and close our stuff off. Got the drum roll. The floor is yours, Ryan.
Tacos won 5-1. Toast, Toast won 5-0. Hot dogs won 7-1. And then hash browns won 7.
What?
Hash browns won 7-5.
How could hash browns beat oatmeal? Come on, folks. Hash brown, just a little potato, a bowl of oatmeal. Okay. But the floor is yours, Ryan.
Yeah, I didn't have a quote tonight and everything, but I'm going to say there is region games tonight, but I'm going to say best of luck to all of the teams that is left playing. You got to fight for a state championship. It's step one for many of the teams tonight. Everybody else will get started tomorrow night. So best of luck and be injury free.
So I'm gonna leave you with this from probably one of the most or one of the best to ever play the game. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan, you talk about your greatest of all time. Tim Duncan is top 10 for sure, possibly top 5. If you're really looking at it realistic.
He's arguably easy in there.
Yeah.
How can you not?
Yes, and it just between the championships won at San Antonio, class act. You never heard Tim Duncan mentioning any kind of nonsense. A very classy dude. I've heard a lot of stories of him off the court, and you wish a lot more of the professional athletes was Tim Duncan is like, and you had to like him. I liked old Chris Mullen too. I'm glad you told me that name, Logan, because I had literally named off everybody on the original and only Dream Team, and I forgot who Chris Mullen. I couldn't believe that. And I was like sad, but I couldn't figure out who he was. Ryan should hit me in the back of the head for not knowing who it was.
I would not do that.
But
I will next time I see you.
but the Dream Team 1, Shaquille O'Neal, was much better than Dream Team 2. Don't even go there, Shaquille O'Neal. Him coming out saying that Dream Team 2 would rout Dream Team 1. No, they wouldn't. You didn't have Birdman. You didn't have his arrogance. Go home, Shaq. Go home, Shaq.
Didn't matter if you
Right.
had you didn't matter if you had Michael on there or not. You had Larry Bird. You don't even need Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you had Magic Johnson too.
So Jordan was like option 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Bird
saying.
1, Johnson 2.
David Robinson on that team. I think Akeem Olajuwon on that team. Patrick Ewing on that team. Clyde the Glide Drexler. Oh my goodness.
All you needed was Larry Bird, the legend.
But we can talk about Dream Team all night. But I actually did have a inspirational thought wrote down, but I'm not even gonna go there tonight. Again, I just want to repeat what I said at the beginning of the show. Prayers for all of our heroes right now. Prayers out. Let's get the prayer chain going. Let's go hand in hand. Let's pray for our heroes that's dealing with that mess over there at the Middle East. Like I said, complete the reports that one of our carriers got struck over there. They one report said that the missiles missed. The report said there was actually some hits. I've already read about some of our brave ones, some fatalities at a certain other location, and that stuff's really ugly over there right now. So let's pray for all of our heroes. Hope that they get home safely to their families, and hope cooler heads prevail, and we can get peace without too much aggression. But that being said, from all of us at the Bright Family Medicine All Sports Media, good night and God bless.